So today's challenge for day 9 is to talk about where we want to go next in our own work. My answer to this question really goes back 18 months in time. About a year and a half ago, I formed the Women of Color Health Project, and I formed this group because I was really concerned about health outcomes for women of color. I could see that the statistics for women of color in areas like stroke, hypertension, obesity, that these were all going in the wrong direction. And as someone who had recently turned my own health around, I felt maybe I could play a role in doing this for other women of color. I even wrote an essay called Why Have Women of Color Missed the Health Revolution? I didn't distribute it widely because I felt that it was too judgmental. And who was I to say that other people should join this health revolution, should eat a certain way? I felt it was very prescriptive and, as I said, judgmental. I've learned a lot since then, and I've learned that health is such a complicated issue. It encompasses culture, it encompasses one's environment, one's social upbringing, so many complicated issues. And so I've learned to take a long view and move slowly. So my ideas for next steps are not terribly radical or I'm going to conquer the world kind of ideas. They include continuing to grow more confident using video, continuing to learn how to use social media effectively, and most important, I want to work on finishing my workbook for women of color. This is something I've been working on for a long time, and I really need to buckle down and get it finished. And lastly, and this was probably my only grandiose element, lastly, I would really love to begin to see some impact of the work that I'm doing by joining with other women of color. I hope to form an alliance of a health network of women of color coaches, and together I hope we can continue to help our target audience begin to incorporate a more healthy lifestyle. Finally, I just want to add one last thing, and that is that I've used the skills, and God bless Neem for taking us all on. I've used my skills to start a health tips for women of color page on my Facebook, Women of Color Facebook page. And so that's been fun for me. I just started it today. And so that's a tiny next step for me where I'm using these video skills to go out into the world. Thanks.